everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Fitzgerald's Cardinals going up against Green's Bengals. So let's send you up now to the Queen City of Cincinnati. Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guys who can go up and get it, the guys who can break tackles after the catch and make bigger plays, oh yeah, they love spotlight as well. They want the football, they want the attention.
Two of the bigger surprises of 2015, the Cards and Bengals, are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Carson Palmer, Charles, back in Cincinnati where he spent his first 7 NFL seasons.
And remember, he sat as a rookie, didn't play the entire season. They were able to sit him and let him gain experience and learn the NFL a little bit before turning the game over to him the next year. And he had some nice success there. The only thing he missed, winning a playoff game while a member of the Bengals.
For the first time with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. Over the middle, Jerron Brown's got it. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a number 1 receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. On third down, Palmer. It's brought in by Floyd. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Let's go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Adam Jones is a really talented cornerback who's having a career renaissance.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Tackle made there by Ray Maualuga, the linebacker.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now Palmer. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here we go. Wide 18. Wide 18.
On 2nd down, Palmer over the middle here to Brown. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
This is a young man who has a lot of quiet confidence in his abilities. He won't shout it from the rooftops, but if you ever talk to him, you sense it, and you start to get it. In fact, I asked him about his mobility, and he said, well, I did run for over 1,500 yards in college. That was an easy answer from him.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Cincinnati after this. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll run again with Bernard. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it didn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Dalton gives to Bernard. Oh, the spin. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And over the middle, it's LaFell. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. It's second down. Dalton looking. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
380. 380.
First and goal from the 5. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now Mike Nugent for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They begin the drive with Johnson, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They go to Johnson again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. 5 yards to gain here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Wide 18. Wide 18.
On first down, it's Palmer. And his throw here is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
False start, offense. Still second down.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
On second down, Palmer. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down and very long. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Palmer on third and long. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Now on fourth down, here's Drew Butler in punt formation. Back deep for the Bengals, Adam Jones. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Again, here's Bernard. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Cardinals taking the field for their opening drive. Fitzgerald's the target here, and he goes in for 6. Cardinals land the first punch. Bengals lined up at the 5. Bernard's going to look for a gap, and he'll run it in from 5 yards out. Bengals tied up at 7. They have it at the 44-yard line. Continuing on the drive, Maluga's going to push his way to the QB here. This ends up as a loss of 12. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get it back out to Cincinnati for the second half as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Watch right, watch right, watch right. Hey, 380.
First and 10 for Dalton. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Bengals a first down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Fresh set of downs here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. Carry for Bernard. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Tight end right, tight end right. Bang! Wide 20. Check. Wide 20.
Here's Bernard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Now Bernard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Andy Dalton over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
So now a 1st and 20. And now to the air. Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion. Second down, Dalton. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Back out Nugent now after the field goal as he'll send it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Get ready.
They go play action now. Palmer. Deep drop toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Play action. Now Palmer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Drew Butler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Jones on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Caught Eifert over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 61 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Nugent on now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. down. Caught right side, Gresham. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
15 yards through the air on a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Palmer. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From midfield now, here's Palmer. And that is incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And that brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 1 receiver right, that's Brown.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. And able to find John Brown. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
False start, offense.
Palmer to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And now it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Again, it's Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. And a nifty little deep juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
Holding. Offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start. Offense.
Throwing again here, Palmer. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go play action now. Palmer under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To throw is Palmer. He's got Floyd on left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're in a good spot. Two-possession game, barely, but a two-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And a short. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. 6 yards to go here on second down. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Ready. Wide 20. Wide 20. Wide 20. Mike 20.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So it'll be first down here after the run. And they give this time to the tailback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.